So imagine this. You're heading home after a long day and you're a little bit tired so you're not fully focused on where you're going and you accidentally bump into someone. Before you could say anything, they say, "Watch where the you're going." At this point in the day, you're tired and you're really just trying to get home, so you just say, "Whatever, bro, it's not that serious." But let's say he then gets in your face and he says, "It is that serious." Right here, how confident would you feel in defending yourself if he attacked you? Now, of course, this is just a hypothetical scenario, but things like this happen all the time. You've probably seen a situation like this or been in one yourself. Whether it was someone at a party or a bar trying to start something to impress some girls, or a homeless person that gets a little bit too close for comfort. In situations like this, a lot of people say they would fight back or they would speak up for themselves, but in reality, and I'm speaking from experience here, a lot of people would freeze. And if you know anything about bullying, bullies never really pick on someone who makes a scene out of things, or especially no one who fights back. They usually pick on someone who freezes. And freezing comes in many forms, whether it's just looking at the floor or kind of laughing it off like it isn't a big deal. I think of the scene in Back to the Future when I think about this. But if you start training a combat sport, it's not going to give you the ability to just beat up whoever you want whenever you want, because let's be real, there's things like guns and knives now, and lawsuits are a different thing. And there's just many other factors involved. But if you do start training a combat sport, it will give you the ability to start responding intelligently instead of just freezing in situations like this. And if someone approaches you all riled up and trying to intimidate you, if you respond calmly and respectfully, they'll usually get the message that they're not able to take you out of your element, or as Michael Venom Page says, have you dance to their music. And in turn, you'll be safer even though you didn't fight anyone because you trained a combat sport. But if they don't get the message and they do try to fight you or attack you, well, you've been training a combat sport, so the odds would be in your favor. Shout out President Snow. But it really doesn't take much to defend yourself against someone who doesn't train. I work at the MMA gym and I see this all the time of a guy who thinks he knows how to fight, spars for the first time, and gets a bit of a reality check. So, if you're watching this, you probably are on the verge of starting a martial art if you're not doing one already. So, if this is you, I highly recommend just trusting your instincts and going for it. And I genuinely mean this, but if I could bet that combat sports will change your life in a positive way, I would. But I know starting martial arts can be an intimidating process, so I have a few videos of mine that will help you if you're in a situation like this. The one that will be the most valuable one to you right now is just a step-by-step guide into how to join a martial arts gym, and there I'll give some tips and just let you know about some unspoken rules you might not be aware of. And I'll link all of these videos in the description below, but I have another video of just some tips I have if you're a skinny person starting martial arts, and just some recommendations. So check that out if you're a skinnier person starting or doing martial arts. And I'll also link a video of what you could gain from martial arts if you just train 2 hours a week. And in that video, I give you real life examples. And if you browse my channel, there will be tons of videos on how to improve your body through training and nutrition, and just videos on how to take care of your body through this whole martial arts process. And eventually I do want to have something where I just take care of the whole process for you when it comes to things like making exercise programs or making sure you're doing the right technique and just picking the right exercise to help with your weaknesses. So I'll let you know when that's ready. I'm just finishing up my personal training certification right now, and I actually take my test today, so wish me luck. But I'll be posting much more information later on, so if you think this channel will help you, make sure to subscribe. And just check the description below for the other videos I recommended. Also, here's another video you might like. But thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.